Hello, everyone. Today has been interesting trying to go live. I don't know if it's on my end or if it's on Facebook's end, but wow, I've never experienced anything like that. So I wanted to continue painting this. This is where we're at. I actually changed the leaf color, and I used sour apple. And I highlighted with citron green and then used mistletoe to lightly shade it. I don't know how I'm feeling about the pink flower. I'm actually thinking about changing it, but I'm gonna try and paint a little bit more, see where I'm at, then go from there. Also, something else I did off camera, I did string my my banner together. And when I laid them side by side, those flip-flops with the purple background just wasn't, it just looked out of place. So I went ahead and changed the background of that to, I used the Bahama Blue. That's really becoming one of my favorite colors. Wow. So you'll see that when I post a picture of the finished design when it's done. So I'm going to paint a little bit today. I have an appointment later, so I don't know how long I'm going to be on here. But if I don't get this finished before my appointment, I will come back on later today sometime and finish. Because I'm anxious to get started on that 4th of July design. I've got 3 of those ready to go. So I want to get that started. So I'm going to stick with the Bahama Blue. I'm going to paint his shorts the Bahama Blue. And probably for the soles of the flip-flops, I'm also going to paint these. But for the soles of the flip-flop, I'm going to use the shading color, which is that Desert Turquoise. So let's get cracking. Yeah, wow. You know, there's a lot of storms going on right now between tornadoes, heavy snow, heavy ice. I mean, we're under a warning ourselves, and it's been pretty windy here. We were supposed to have 30-mile-an-hour winds last night, which I don't feel that we got that, but it's definitely getting windy right now, so I don't know what's going on. Tornadoes. Who was it? Virginia that got a foot of snow. It's crazy. It's gone crazy. So, and it's a bark fest today. Grizz is not happy. So, I don't know. So I'm just going to paint up so far. That way I make sure that I get up underneath where his little floating inner tube, I don't even know what they're called. Are they called a floating inner tube? I'm not for sure. So hopefully the picture is clear. It looks like it is from what I'm seeing. Hopefully you're able to hear me. Yeah, it's gone crazy. Now, I did go ahead and paint his legs off camera. Like I said yesterday, I had forgotten to do that. But I did go ahead and do that. Shaded them. I didn't shade above where his flip-flops would be. I just thought that might end up being too much shading. So I didn't do that. And I'm not going to. I'm still deciding on how I want to paint the beard. If I want to use my rake brush and do the strands of hair. I really like that look. And if I do that, it's going to take quite some time. So I'm going to try and get everything else painted. I'm undecided on what color I want his glasses to be. But I'm loving this little gnome. And I am going to turn him into a larger size and sell him individually, the file and the wood kit. Just been a busy morning. And I got a couple orders. They're cut, packaged, and ready to go. And I will be taking them to the post office after I'm done here. And I think I'm going to change the color of yellow on the duck, on the floaty. I'm going to try a color called Sunny Day. I think it's a little bit brighter. Instead of doing the banana cream. So we'll see how that goes as well. And like I said, I'm going way above where I need to, but I just rather make sure that it's getting up there far enough. And my paint is drying super fast again today. So it's going to be a challenge. But I absolutely love this Bahama Blue. If you're looking for a tropical color, this is it. This is absolutely it. So I guess Joann's is closing a bunch of stores. It's too bad. I don't know if any of the stores are going to be closed around where I'm at. I mean, they've been around for years. I remember we had a small store in the town close to me, and going there and buying fabric. And when I was in home ec, we had to learn how to sew, learn how to cook. And then they built that big super Joann's in Canton and closed this small store, which was, I hated that. A lot of people are going to be without jobs. It kind of makes me wonder if Joann's is closing. You know, what's going to happen to Michael's? What's going to happen to Hobby Lobby? Makes you wonder. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go over this because I don't like the way I shaded right in here. So, since I have this color out, I know I'm going to be shading. I'm going to go over this. Good morning. It just was too dark of a line for me. I have my little helper up here again today. She loves laying up here while I'm painting or doing anything. She's a good girl. And very, very smart. Now, I don't think I'll be able to do any type of highlighting on that little strap for the hello flip-flops, but because they're just too small. But we'll see what I can get away with. So I just see myself being on over a little over an hour. Just, that's about it. Not much more. And then I'll come back after I get all my stuff done that I need to do. So the highlighting color for this is the bleach sand, which I was really questioning yesterday. But after putting it on, it really is a good choice. I think the key is definitely blending your paint, making sure it's very blended. Hello. I think that's the key for this as well. Blend, blend, blend that paint. So, because it's on the lines of a white. Now, I mean, there's lots of people that highlight with white, shade with black. I'm not one of those people. Not saying it's wrong. It's not the way you should be doing it, but that's just not for me. Actually running out of water. And how you can kind of tell if you don't have enough water in your brush is your brush actually starts dragging on the surface as you're trying to float. And since I have this out because I really wasn't happy with this, I do want to add a little bit more highlighting and kind of go down that side. Lighten it up in that corner. Now something you can do, if you wanted to, you could use that drywall tape that I used yesterday for the hat and put it on the shorts. That way, well, thank you for the like, whoever that was. You could do that just to create a little pattern. Hello. That's not something I'm going to do because I personally think it might end up being too busy. That's just my take, but that's something you could do. You could take and, hello, you could take a stylus and dot it. That's another thing you could do. I'm just going to leave them plain because there's just not a whole lot there to put any type of pattern on. That's just my thought on that personally. Hello. And I'm going to go down these sides. And I'll make the float on the sides a little bit wider than on the bottom. I hope my friends and family, this terrible weather is not affecting them because that's just something else. And then, what were they saying today? Mudslides in California on top of the fires. I'm telling you, they can't catch a break, can they? Something about the ground is really hot or something like that from the fires and can't handle the water or something. I forget how they put it, but I'm just thinking to myself, my gosh, when's it going to end for them? And you had that military plane crashing into San Diego. I don't like watching the news. It's depressing. It's always something bad. So hopefully I can get a better float around the bottom here. Like I said, I wasn't happy with that. And this is a dark color, so you want to blend it. Hey, Lori, you off today? Or are you going into work? And how's the weather down your way? So I used desert turquoise to, she must be at work, shade. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use that desert turquoise to paint the soles of the flip-flops. All right, Lori, thanks for stopping in. You too. Love you. got the best sister. I won't do any type of shading or highlighting on these soles because it's just too tiny. And I don't know if I'll even like this being dark like this. We will see. I might shade the bottom of those straps with this color. That way it kind of, almost in a sense, blends the two. I don't know. And my husband and I are going to Jalisco's today. Best Mexican food around. He likes to get the California burrito, and I just switch it up. And I always have the same guy wait on us because he's just a phenomenal waiter. Yeah, this might end up being too dark. I don't know. We'll see here shortly. If I have to go back over it, so be it. And I'm going to hit this one more time. And then I'm going to live with the results. And I think the smart choice would be, and I'm going to have to watch because I don't want to get it where my beard's going to be, is to go underneath where this inner tube would be, and then try and go around where the beard comes down. I know I wanted my shading a little bit wider than that. Hello. Hi, honey. Just not getting that wider float that I want. And you can see a little bit, but not a whole lot. So really, these shorts are turning out to be a lot darker than the Bahama blue with all the shading. All right. Okay. And I didn't pull any orange out either. Let me see how I like this. So let's kind of just stick this all together and see if those soles are too dark or not. So that's kind of what we're looking at. I don't think they're too bad. I don't know if I don't know if I could lighten them up a little bit. I don't know. Let's just look at something real quick. The highlighting color is Bahama Blue. Oh my. I think what I will do, just to break it up just a titch, I think I will highlight a little Bahama Blue. Hello. On the very outside edge, on the corners, just to lighten it up a little bit. And that way it just doesn't make it look like a solid color. A lot of people coming on and looking. But nobody likes to say hello. Which is fine by me. I know I go and watch lives. I always say hello. I know people can't see me coming on and watching their lives, but I just always say hello because I think it's just, I don't know, proper thing to do. All right. Let's stick these aside and work on this duck. And I definitely have to pull some orange out. Now, you don't have to paint this. I'm probably gonna go ahead and just do it anyhow, at least get a coat on that way. Excuse me, if by chance I don't get it glued and lined up, well, you won't be seeing the wood behind it, so. Like I said, the color I'm gonna use, I need to fix that nose too. I wanted to put a little bit of pink on there as well. This is definitely a bright yellow. And I think before I actually paint the other piece of this. Oh, that's bright. Holy moly. I'm gonna see how that just looks, because I mean, it's like a neon. Holy moly. I don't know if I want it that bright. I don't think I do. I mean, I don't know. And that thing just glows. I don't think that's my cup of tea. So I'm gonna go back to the banana cream. It's still a yellow, but it's not as crazy as that yellow. It's just too much. And to think someone I know used that to paint. Okay. And I wanted this bright, but sometimes you can go a little overboard. So hopefully, when I try and come back on live later today, don't have that struggle. I mean, definitely a better color. It looks bright in the camera, I'm noticing, but it's not as crazy bright as that other. because that's not for me. And I know this yellow takes a couple coats, so but that's just a better color, I think, with that. And I need to find an orange because I didn't think about that. Kind of like that canyon orange, but I think it might be a little bit brighter than what I want. That's not a really bad orange color. I know I've used it before. It's just been a long time. I don't think I have the shading color up here. I don't even know if it's still available. It's a very dark color. So, we'll have to go downstairs and check. I have so many bottles of paint. And I need to reorganize them. Yeah, that's actually a nice orange. I like it. I think it actually would be a nice color on pumpkins. While I'm at it, I might as well go over this. A little bit too much yellow out. I certainly did not put 2 cups of paint out. don't put a whole lot of paint out when I'm painting. I do find, though, if you're at the bottom of the... Hello, Debbie. Thanks for stopping in. I know you're already gone, so I didn't catch you when you come in. Hope all is well down in Florida. I'm sure you don't miss this cold weather up here. And I am going to paint those nostrils black, but I'll wait till I get all my shading and highlighting done. Because if I do it now, then, you know, I'll just be going over it, so it would be for naught. All right. All right, let me take a break and empty my water, and I will be back shortly. Hopefully you stick around. Okay. The highlighting color for this orange is a tangerine. And I did have some Georgia clay, which I kind of thought that I did. It's never been opened, but not enough paint. Hello. And I'm going to highlight with light buttermilk. I forget what the color is they're recommending, but it's not one that I would choose. So it's white peach, which I don't know. I think I've tried it once and it was like, I don't think so. So, I'm just gonna make his little whatever on his little hairs. Light period. Really, that doesn't stand out all that great, but I'll probably dry brush a little bit down the center of this once it dries. And I'm thinking I'm just going to make his glasses a very light lens and do black rims. I don't know yet. Wow, that wind. I'm going to try and add just a little bit more to that tangerine, and then I'm done with this beak, except for shading it, because it's just it's not getting it. I'm using antique gold for shading. And I'll probably darken that up a little bit. I'm not going to try and shade around where the glasses would be. I just think that would make it a little bit too busy. So I'm just going to use a larger brush and shade. And I am going to shade at the bottom of this little inner tube just to darken it up. And he's looking pretty cute. He's starting to look pretty cute. Oh, wrong piece. Just going to use my little cheater, and I'm going to shade below his hands. Then I just need to shade above that highlighting, and he's pretty well done. Wow. This Georgia clay is like a red. It's a pretty color though. I definitely can see myself painting some pumpkins and using this color combination. I'm going to cover that a little bit more. That probably needs to come out a little bit. try a bigger brush. Because I know I want it a little bit wider. Part of me kind of feels like I need to I'm gonna shade behind where his glasses would go. Whoa. And then a dry brush down the middle, and then that's gonna be it, I think, for this segment. Kind of just want to down the center here and just kind of lighten it up. A little bit lighter. And just touching oh so lightly. I'm going to take this cruddy brush. All right. Let's kind of just put this together here. And like I said, I'll be back, and I do need to paint his nostrils, but I'll do that when I get back. And like I said, I'm kind of undecided. Part of me wants to paint that flower peach. So even though I don't have his glasses painted, I'll stick them on there. But this is kind of what we're looking at. And, you know, this goes underneath, but I might not even have to do that, though, really. Well, no, I do, because I have a mustache that goes on. So let me put that on real quick. Whoa. So he's going to have a mustache. But I might not even put that on. I'll keep it part of the file. Guess folks might want to have, you know, that up further. But that's kind of what we're looking at so far. I think he's going to be stinking adorable. I mean, really? Oh my gosh. Definitely need to make him into a shelf sitter. Definitely. But he's adorable. He is absolutely adorable. I love him. So, all right. Well, I'm going to get off here for now. Not sure when I'll be back on today, but I'll be back on. It'll be probably late afternoon. Got some things I have to do. Maybe even early evening, not for sure. But hopefully you join me. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.